for the time. Forgive me, I think we should ask, I knew you had a kind of a tough episode there in the spring, but you made the decision to obviously stick with Indiana. I know it's also been a really weird off season for everybody, but through all that, just how good has it felt? It's kind of a cliche first question, but how good has it felt to just be able to get back on the field, back in pads, and kind of back into that rhythm with your teammates and Coach Hart?
It feels good. It feels great, actually, because throughout that time, we weren't around our teammates for a long period of time. So it's the whole process feels good to just be back with the guys. I know other guys are excited just to be around each other. I feel like we have great energy every day, and that's what pushes us to become better. So I'm definitely excited that everybody's back and we're back in the rotation and doing everything we were doing before.
Paul and John Blau.
Sampson, you had your coming out party last year against Purdue and then played in the bowl game. How much of those two games served as motivation for you this offseason and coming into fall camp?
It served as great motivation. Just having the opportunity to start two games. Feel like that I've seen and the game speed is a lot slower. Like I'm starting to see stuff faster, quicker. I feel like I'm adjusting to the game, but it's definitely pushed me to work even harder so I can play more on any of my weaknesses for sure. So those two opportunities at the end of the season definitely pushed me and was on my mind this whole offseason.
All right, John, then Rick.
Coach Ballou is obviously somebody you're very close with. Coach Wellman, though, how much have you been able to develop a relationship with him since he's come in? And how physically stronger do you feel like you are since last season?
I love Coach Wellman and his staff. I feel great. My body feels great. I haven't had really any injuries. So I'm loving everything they're doing in there. I feel like they're very knowledgeable. They always explain why we're doing something for sure, which I feel like helps a lot of my teammates for sure. So great staff, no complaints at all. Love Coach Wellman. He's a great leader.
Rick and then Dylan.
Yeah, Sampson, a couple of questions. One is, what's the biggest improvement you think the IU running game needs to make this year? And secondly, you did start those last two games this year. Stevie's back now. How do you see your role this season?
I see my role as definitely. I think we're going to run the ball more this year for sure. So running the ball as well, along with Stevie, along with David, young running back Tim Baldwin. I feel like we're very talented. I love the room Coach Hart has brought in. I feel like we're all very close. Outside of football too as well, So I feel as it's going to be a great year running the ball.
All right, Dylan, then Kevin.
Coach Hart talked about just the depth in the running back room. And, since you've already played a season, you had some games under your belt. What are you trying to add to that and just maybe turn to advice or trying to talk to some of the younger players?
I'm trying to just encourage the guys because I know how I was when I first came in that situation. So anything that I can help them with, I will. And I'm constantly watching them in practice just to help them on whatever they need, because at running back, it's just you have to do more than just run the ball. And at that college level, it really shows for sure. So I'm just here so I can help because it helps me get better as well, because we're all coaching each other up. So as far as that, yes, I'm happy to help for sure.
All right, Kevin, and then we'll come back and wrap up with John Blau.
Yeah, was Sampson, going back to the offseason, was there a specific conversation that made you change your mind, or what went into that whole process?
Yeah, I feel like just my teammates just being here, being around, like they've helped me, talk to my family, everybody. This is where I want to be, and that decision was definitely a mistake. But I'm all in for the Hoosiers. I feel the most loved here, and all I can say about that situation was that was a mistake for sure, and I'm happy to be here. But a specific conversation, no, I wouldn't say that. It's just having the guys, everybody around me, for sure, was a big thing for me. Them talking to me, my teammates. But other than that, it definitely wasn't more than just me just hitting the button. I think it was just a mistake, honestly.
All right, John, last one.
It was just a small thing. I mean, you switched to number 6. Obviously, number 6 was a pretty good running back here a few years ago. I mean, was there any reason why you switched to number 6? Was there anything behind that?
I was looking to switch to a single digit number. I was actually going to go for number 2, what I had in high school, but number 6, I wanted to go with that, something different. And yes, we had a running back here that wore that number very nice. So it's definitely nice to have something to look up to. You see what he did with that number. So I'm definitely looking forward to the season.